I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry.
What up, what's happening, man? It's your boy OG Zay here, bringing you another video introducing Stats Revamp. So basically, in this video, I'm going to explain what Stats Revamps are to people who don't know what is coming in the future. And this is a big change to most players because if you don't have skill points, you're going to drop all the way down to the food chain. I mean, you're going to be the insects, bro. So if I was you and you're watching this video right now, I will work on my skill points. I'm telling you this right now as we speak. Do your races, do your contact solos. Like currently right now, a couple weeks ago I was 60 skill points. Now I'm 134. But if you want to raise your skill points as fast as I did, all I did honestly was, before I talk about stats revamps, I'm going to give you a little tips on what you can do to raise your skill points. So you want to go to each wing. On each side of each wing, there's going to be like these vendors. You will want to go to these vendors, talking to them, and buy the 3 gears that you see from this vendor. That gives you a style feat. The next feat is her. You would need Sentinels of Magic Commendation to access the gear, which gives you the style feats, which is like 1 mark each, which is easily to get. Like, come on now, you can easily get that. And for me, see, I'm almost there. I'm almost finished with Sentinels of Magic. I just need a couple more. But enough speaking. That's just a little tip on how to get more feats. And then you can do your general races. Do all your generals. Make sure they're completed. But me, I'm still working on mine a little bit, but most of them are completed. Go to your solos. You can do your contacts. This is like 4 skill points right here. But enough said. Let's get to the revamp. The revamp, they're going to be revamping the stats. They're going to be removing advanced mechanics and weapon mastery bonuses, enhancing supercharges, modifying power and power regenerations, removing power points, which is a big deal because that's going to take a lot out of your skill points. I'm not sure how they're going to make it to spec on your skill points. I don't know if they're going to be more powers you can add. I'm not sure, but that means you're going to need more buttons and more loadout slots if they do decide to give you more powers. But they're going to be ending mid-range, and of course you have to prepare for the future. So basically what this stat revamp does is instead of making it based on your CR performance, they're going to make it on your skill point performance. So the more skill points you have, the better performance you give during the game, you know? So they are going to smooth out characters' life. Means consistency from level 1 on, meaning your effort to progress results in more even power growth, no more jumping forward in strength at certain combat ratings, and no more crawling forward at others. So basically what they're saying is they're tired of people, you know. I don't know why they made the 100 CR skip thing if they're just gonna make a stat revamp, because the whole point of the stat revamp is to progress, how do you pronounce, for the longevity of the game, to progress and make it harder for people to become stronger instead of basing it on CR, which is so easy to get. Just buy gear, easy. But they wanna make it on skill points where people have to work extra hard getting these skill points. So I'm pretty sure what they're also gonna do is make skill points harder, even harder to get. So this being said, what you guys should do is really work on your skill points because this revamp is coming soon. But when they are removing that advanced mechanics and weapon mastery bonus, well, why? Because the mechanics introduce a range of problems to the current game that they're saying, from general balance issues to one-off bugs to fundamental problems with players discovering them in the first place. They also limit how we can expand the game in the future and are just not a deal way to experience DCUO's core action combat gameplay. And I don't know why they're removing it, even though it has issues. Why not just, fix it? That's the point of you being a developer. Sorry for that little cut there, but let's left off where we let's begin where we left off. They're also removing weapon mastery bonuses, similar to how advanced mechanic bonus damage is being removed. The weapon mastery bonus damage component and power savings will be removed also. Weapon mastery attacks themselves will remain. Which, I mean, that's a big decision to make on DC's part, because some people are going to dislike this and some people are going to like it. There's going to be pros and cons to this, really. But all I can tell you guys, really, just work on your feats, man. Work on your SP. Don't sit in the watchtower all day. Just, running around like OG Zay, just work on your SP. No, I'm just kidding, but they also will be adjusting the damage potential and balance overall. Like, damage and non-damage rolls will be brought much closer to each other in terms of damage potential, with damage still at the top of the heap, but not 4 to 10 times likely they are. So hopefully, that I don't like. That I do not like. They're gonna try to make every power damage close to each other, so it can be like it won't be no differential in it. But I don't approve of that, because some people like competition. So if you're gonna make everything the same, that means that's like saying, oh, everyone in the world has the same brain, has the same knowledge, and has the same motive and the same objective. That means no one is gonna be that one person to step out the box and be like, yo, we have to succeed and become greater, because everyone's gonna be wanting to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So putting the powers damage close to each other will just, it will make it boring. There'll be no competition, really. So I don't like that part of DC. I don't know. They're trying to make it to where they can just make more money, so people can just keep changing their power. They even might make it able to where you can buy skill points nowadays. Who knows, man? DC isn't the same like it was freaking 4 to 7 years ago. It is not the same. It's changed, man. Removing PowerPoints. That's a big deal. They're removing existing PowerPoints from the game. They want players to make meaningful choices when building characters. And they want to encourage diverse characters, which is stupid. I mean, I don't know. It's my opinion, guys. They feel the choices are mostly like meaningful at the loadout level, and the PowerPoints themselves only provide the illusion of choice and limitations. Going forward, all existing abilities will be granted automatically as you level. As a side benefit, this opens up a new avenues and way for us to extend the ability system in the future. So basically, they're saying is, instead of having to use PowerPoints, and you're using skill points, it'll be a much easier system for them to easily make powers, instead of having to focus on one section. They can just focus on one section, for the skill points, instead of like going to the PowerPoints and then back to the skill points. It brings up too much frustrations, which I agree on that, but it's gonna take a huge chunk out of your skill points. So, but just work on it. Some of you might be wondering what will become the iconic powers. The stat gains you previously found there will instead be found in the new skill point tree. And abilities themselves will also be purchased with skill points. So, as you can see, that's going to be a big chunk out of your skill points, because mostly skill points go to, extra crit, like I said earlier, extra damage, extra heals. So, if you happen to buy iconic powers and your power point with skill points, that's already 15 points gone, man. Or maybe even more when if they implement the new system. I don't know. We'll see. But this is just crazy. Like, I don't even understand why they would remove weapon mastery bonuses, because I really enjoyed the weapon mastery bonuses and the advanced mechanics. I don't know. They're saying it's a range of problems to the current game. The balance is unbalanced. The experience is basically, in my opinion, what they're doing is, this is their plan to secure their servers. What I mean by that, they've implemented so many things in the game that their servers can't support. So they want to try to bring it all in one, section. Like, instead of removing PowerPoints, they're removing advanced mechanics, because it causes major lag on their server. So they want to just remove all that stuff because they said they so-called say it's bugs, but it's, I don't know. I never had a bug with my advanced mechanics. I think it's just to secure their server, to provide better experience for players, so they won't lose income, if you get what I'm saying. But man, this is basically the end of the video. The stats revamps. All I can say is, man, work on your videos. Work on your SP. Work on your feeds, man. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. Your boy OG Zay, leader predictable. And